Hey everybody, what's going on? Monday morning, it's a holiday week. It's gonna be a short week, but wanted to get out there a couple thoughts on what might be going on, some stuff that you might be able to see and learn from later this week. We've got some tweets that we got coming out to talk about TT functionality and TT stuff in general. As far as the markets go, there's no data out today. Nothing going on really at all. There's a Chinese manufacturing number coming out tonight that could be kind of interesting to see how it's bouncing there. It should be interesting. I read some articles over the weekend about steel production over there. Steel production is actually up pretty good quarter over quarter, which is kind of surprising, but it shows some kind of explains why we've had this big rally in iron ore. Iron ore has been going hard for a long time, although looking at charts at iron ore last night, and I think I tweeted this out. Iron ore futures are starting to finally look a little bit toppy. They've been running up without too much great explanation for a long time, but iron ore at DCE Dalian was off 150, about 1.5% last night. They're down 7. What is that? 12 won. So maybe rolling over there. And I'm looking at a chart of it right now. I'll tweet this out later. It does look a little downish. You got some negative divergence going on stochastics, the daily stochastics. So looks like iron ore could be a little spent. We'll see. But again, I did see a report from MySteel over the weekend that said that steel production is actually up. So they are using that iron ore. That's just stockpile. Something's going on there. So they're building over there. They're building stuff. I don't know what they're building exactly, but they're building stuff. Look at some of the other markets. E-minis had a nice bounce. E-minis are 50 points off their lows, so they came back strong all night long. We got back up through 3,000 without too much of a problem at all. So that was kind of interesting. And going along hand in hand with that was Crude. Crude came $1.50 off their low. So, risk on. I guess people are liking stuff. Things are looking pretty good. I haven't heard too much talk about COVID this morning as far as where we're going, but I haven't really had the talking heads that much either. So, a couple of things to watch for coming out today. We got some tweets coming out that good educational tweets. One of which is going to shows flip for cell functionality in ADL. Flip for cell functionality allows you to kind of use the same base code for an algo for buy side and sell side functionality. It allows you to not have to repeat that code and rebuild it. It's just going to automatically identify, okay, this is a selling opportunity, this is a buying opportunity. It's going to reverse a bunch of the code for you automatically, so you don't have to build that yourself and just stretch it out, make it really big, huge, elaborate algo. This will actually automatically pick up the fact that this is a selling opportunity versus a buying opportunity, and it'll switch your buy block to a sell block and things like that, and your adder block to a subtraction block and things like that. So that's kind of cool. That tweet's coming out this morning, anytime now, actually, on a TT handle. So check that out. That's a good one to know. There's another one coming out today that's going to be about the analytics block. If you know what the analytics block is a huge time saver and code saver because analytics block allows you to build algos and ADL that use technical indicators from charts. So if you want to put in stochastics, you want to put in RSI, you want to put in moving, I think RSI is there, moving average, exponential moving average, things like that. It's built into it now. So instead of actually having to code that in ADL, it's going to be there for you. Just plug it into the block and it goes along for you right away, which is nice. That's a very cool thing. Saves a huge amount of time. I'm a user of it. I know a lot of people use it. A lot of people have been screwing out for a long time. It came out a couple months ago, but I want to make sure everyone's aware of the fact that it is out there now and you can use that. So look at that. That tweet's coming out a bit later on the corporate handle, and I'll put it out there on my personal as well as through other channels as well. So we got that coming out now. Actually, it's out, so that could help. Anything else really to look at today? Not much. I mean, markets are quiet. They're pretty dead. I don't expect much going on. SPOOs, looking at where the markets are right now, SPOOs are up. By how much? They're up 0.5%. They're up 15 right now. 30.21. So they got something going there. Italian stocks have done really well. They're up over 1%. Bank stocks in Europe are looking good. They're up 2.5% almost. FESB at Eurex. That's always a good sign when bank stocks are doing well. Looking at other things going on right now, and there's not a whole heck of a lot moving. Nat gas, UK nat gas is up almost 5%. I'm not sure what the story is there, but that's an awful big move for UK nat gas. Nat gas here in the States is up strong as well too. Augie nat gas is up almost 5%. Bryn Kelly, if you follow her on Twitter, if you don't, you should. If you're doing any natural gas, you should follow her. She's got some great stuff, and she put something out this morning that showed inventory levels relative to past inventory levels, and it looks like inventories are running pretty darn low for nat gas. So that could explain why we've got this big jump. So 5% move for Brad and Natty, Nat Gas. Definitely worth looking at that. If you look at a chart of that, I'm looking right now. Back in early May, we were up there about $2.50, and we're all the way down to $1.50 right now. So it's come off considerably, to say the least. So you might want to get there and take a look at Nat Gas and see what you can do in there. Maybe an opportunity for you. Anything else? Nothing else is really jumping off the charts for me right now. Corn's up. That's nice to see. Corn's up 3.5. Wheat's up 4.25. So grains are moving for us a little bit. Dollar index is actually down a little bit, down close to 97. Where's the real trading right now? Brazilian real is up a little bit, so that kind of helps for the ag trade. So free gas. I wouldn't go that far. Free money helps a lot, though. That's not a lot of weird stuff. So I was in an argument, not argument, but I talked with someone about that the other day about free gas or free money. But the problem that's kind of lining up to is the inventory issues. Inventories are running really low because manufacturing. They were screaming at the fact that you can go through Walmart right now and see shelves empty all over the freaking place, and there's just not a lot of supply out there. There's not a lot of goods that we're used to having. And whether it's because China's not manufacturing, people aren't buying them, or actually resellers like Walmart and Costco and places like that aren't buying the stuff, stocking their shelves. I don't know what it is, but there's not a lot of stuff out there, it seems like still. So stores still seem pretty darn barren, which is kind of scary when we've got all this free money floating around. Because yeah, we've got all this. We had the simulation checks in the past. We've got more possibly coming out. People are getting back to work. They're going to have a lot of excess money, and that's worrisome. We're going to have a lot of loose money chasing a few goods, so that's very inflationary, as I'm sure you're aware. So something to keep an eye out for. Watch out for that if this catches into. I kind of talked about this 3 months ago that we're actually going to jump into this in a really bad inflationary issue because if they're not manufacturing stuff in China, and perhaps they are, and definitely not manufacturing stuff here like we could be or should be, it's going to run into an issue when the economy starts picking up and we don't have the goods there because there's going to be a lag there. There's going to be strong demand and not much going on. So keep an eye out for that. Outside of that, that's what we want to chat about today. Anyone wants you give me a shout, kind of yell about anything, send it over. Be happy to answer, debate it, talk about it. I'm out of here. Maybe I'll log in later and talk to you again, but I'm done for now. See you. Bye. Yeah, demand is still there. I believe that as well too. So again, part of the issue is the fact that demand's there, but I don't think supply is going to keep up with it. So that's going to get really tight here in the next couple of weeks. No, a couple of weeks, a couple of months. We'll see, but it's a concern. All right, plug it up. Bye bye.